In there, my son. How's it going, everybody? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another cheeky little news update video for you. All the latest goings on at Manchester United and all the rest of it, guys. How you doing? Happy Saturday to you. I've only just woken up. I hope you're doing well today. Thank you very much for joining us, guys, and getting in here. Do us a favour at the start of this stream, everybody. Smash that thumbs up button on the stream if you haven't done so. Give it a cheeky little share on social media. If you haven't, that would be awesome. And if you're watching this back on catch up later on, do us a favour. Get in the comment section down below with your thoughts and opinions, and smash the thumbs up on it then as well. A few shout outs at the start: Johnny M, Vutinator, Mrs. P, Ricardo Bofa, G Wolf, Ronaldo, Kayam, Yoruxo, KNG Mitchell. Thank you everyone for getting in here. Really appreciate you stopping by. Do get involved in the show throughout. Have your say. Everybody's welcome and entitled to their opinions in this show, as long as you're not a City fan or just a complete meltbag. I'm just joking, by the way. Everybody's included. Everybody's involved. Right, let's get into it then, lads and lasses. So, as we know, Cristiano Ronaldo travelled back to Manchester yesterday. Get in there, my son. We're awaiting him being cleared, obviously, to train with Manchester United's team. And at this moment in time, it should be 5 days. So he's expected around about the 9th, or maybe even the 8th, he will be released in order to train with his Man United teammates, and should be playing against Newcastle United on the 11th, where he will probably smash in a couple of goals, because let's face it, he's Cristiano Ronaldo, so, and he always scores, and he's just a big game player. And on his debut back for Manchester United, his second debut, man, you better bank on him putting the ball in the back of the net. That's all I'm saying. As long as he starts in the game, which I'm sure he will, even Solskjaer's surely not going to bring him off the bench. Ronaldo's going to want to play as many games as he can this season, especially in the league and in the Champions League. I'm not too sure if he's going to be all that bothered about playing in the League Cup, to be honest with you. But that's exactly where we don't want to play him. We want to play him in the Champions League, and we want to play him in the league. And if he's fit and he's ready to play, he needs to be starting in the team. Even though we've got Eddie Cavani, I don't know what sort of formation or system Solskjaer's going to play. Let's say he does continue with the 4-2-3-1. In that case, it's unlikely he'd play Cavani in a wide position. So Ronaldo's going to be the Don up top there, smashing the goals in for United, guys. And what you can see from the thumbnail today, guys, I just want to really know, and the question that I've asked you in the live chat is simply, can United win the title this season with Cristiano Ronaldo in the team? He's coming. He's the best player in the world. He still proved that, in my opinion, the other day when he was playing for Portugal, and they're still looking for him to make something happen and win the game, and that's exactly what he did. So I think we can. I think we can, but of course we need things to go our way. We need other players to stay fit. We don't want injuries to key players. People like Bruno Fernandes would be a nightmare. And of course Cristiano Ronaldo, we need him to stay fit all season long. Rafael Varane has just come in. That's going to be a huge player for us. He needs to stay fit, etc. So we're only 1 or 2 injuries away from being a bit ropey yet again. Remember that. And we didn't get that CDM in there, and we needed that CDM. And chances are, because we cheaped out and didn't get that CDM and allowed a team like Chelsea to further strengthen their already stronger midfield, I believe that is a problem area for us, which could bottle us the league ultimately, you know. If we got Fred starting in games, we're probably going to bottle the league. But anyway, I wanted to talk about this, guys. So, according to reports, Manchester United have generated about $60 million in 12 hours of launching Cristiano Ronaldo's number 7 jersey. So, you know, we were talking about the chances of it having a record-breaking, speed in terms of sales and the amount sold. Yeah, well, that's exactly what's happened, guys. Cristiano Ronaldo's shirt, it was expected to be the record-breaking amount that Manchester United made from the first 12 hours of Ronaldo 7 shirts, guys. So he did come back, obviously. They did announce it the other day. Fans were queuing up outside the stadium and getting online and just trying to get a CR7 shirt from anywhere they possibly can, right? So super iconic, isn't it? Everybody wants that CR7 shirt. They sold, listen to this. So the PR stunt obviously happened during the England game as well. Pretty clever when you think about it. All these football fans online, they've announced it. The personalization's available in the store. Go. First half of the England game, everybody gets on at half-time and goes and buys a shirt. And then the next morning, everyone's bloody queued up at Old Trafford and they're buying the shirts galore. So Ronaldo already has the most owned Premier League shirt this season. And the jersey broke the record of the fastest selling shirt online in the first 12 hours. And as per the report, total sales have hit £32.5 million, with Manchester United making around 7% per shirt sold. So United get about 70%, 7% on a £60 shirt or an £80 shirt. Let's just say it's a £5 per shirt, basically. If you figure it out, I mean, crikey, you know, total cost. Ronaldo's transfer fee is £12 million minimum, and then there's an extra bonus add-on. His wages are £20 million a year, right? So that is a significant amount. So it's £52 million total cost for Ronaldo over a 2-year period. That is how much Ronaldo effectively costs Manchester United, £52 million. So the club would have to sell another like 10 million shirts in order to actually pay for Ronaldo completely, because they get 7% of the shirt sales. That's what I understand right now. So if you think about it, that is a significant amount of money that they've got back there, though. But because they're getting 7% a shirt there, they are also personalizing, you know, shirts and things. Maybe they get a bigger percentage on that. I would imagine that they're going to pay for at least half of this Ronaldo deal, even with the wages. And then this also doesn't take into effect next season. So Cristiano Ronaldo is still here next season. And when the new shirt is released next summer, everybody's still going to buy the Cristiano Ronaldo shirt, because he's Ronnie the Don, and he will be the most highest selling shirt next summer as well, because it's Cristiano Ronaldo. So yeah, next summer they'll have another big windfall like this as well. So it's not just this wave of shirt sales that's going to help pay for Ronaldo. No, it's also next summer's shirt sales. So there you go. Hey guys, thank you everyone who's tuning into this video, by the way. There's 70 of you legends in here. Do us a favor, smash the like button, get involved. And I'm just going to dip into the comments very quickly and see your reaction on this whole shirt sale business. But let me ask you a question. Smash a 1 in the live chat if you bought a Cristiano Ronaldo shirt, or you have one, or you ordered, or you're going to order one soon. Or smash a 2 if you're not going to and you have no plans whatsoever. I just want to know where you're at. So technically, you know, so my missus is here today, actually, by the way, and she has bought me my birthday presents. Much love to the missus. In fact, she bought this as well. Fucking cheeky cow. Fucking cheeky cow. Look at it. It says fucking 50 on it. Helium balloon. It says fucking 50 on it. Cheeky cow. Anyway. Right, so but she basically had to switch around the deal because the Ronaldo announcement. So yes, I'm gonna get that suit with the Ronaldo on it, right? So she did get me one for my birthday with Ronaldo on. I mean, how many other people are going to have bought those shirts, guys? There's just so many people who've bought those shirts, and with Ronaldo on the back. And because Cristiano Ronaldo's here, they're going to buy one. Look at that. Lots of people saying they've bought one here. Ricardo Both has got one. Dan McGill, no. Vutinator, no. Just Fun's got one. Yeah, how much are the United shirts, says Johnny? I mean, crikey, I think they're quite a lot, mate. Like 80 bones, aren't they? I think they're like 80 bones. They're quite a bit, mate. I'll be buying a fake United top with Ronaldo. Fuck the Glazers. Hashtag Glaze out. Get in there, KNG Mitchell. There you go. That's exactly what I'm saying. There's so many different other outlets, should we say, where you could get it, to be fair, like this man, Mr. KNG Mitchell, has just said. You know, and that's all up to you guys. You know, I'm not saying anything about that. But yeah, absolutely spot on. Oh, get in, Declan Leonard. You've got a ticket for the Newcastle game. Fucking buzzing. So, get in. Eddie Otis says, 2, I still don't want to give Glazers money till this team is successful and proper on footy terms. I love that, Eddie. I love that. And I do wholeheartedly agree with that as well, in all honesty, because they haven't really done anything miraculous this summer, if you ask me. Even though they've brought Ronaldo and Varane in and Sancho in, like, they still have cheaped out ultimately. They still didn't go and get us the CDM we needed, really. Hello there, Pez Wano. Out of stock, says Woody Calf. They're out of stock already, are they? You what? That's awful. That's awful. You almost got a 60 balloon. That is a piss take, isn't it, with the old 50 balloon there, guys. Hey, Niraj, how you doing, my friend? He says, can Manchester United, play Van der Beek as a CDM? Because he is very talented. Yes, I think so. I think that's what Solskjaer needs to try, at least play him as that number 6 and see what he can do. Pass it around. I like your style there, dude. Right, okay, hang on. Let me get into the rest of the information now, guys. So the Cristiano Ronaldo deal is a good one for United, of course, because cheap amount of money. We've got a big windfall back from shirt sales. Not all of the amount, but still a significant amount of money back from the Ronaldo deal. Also, it's come out, it's reported in a couple of different places that Ronaldo, I don't know where they get this information from, but Ronaldo has told Bruno Fernandes in a private message that Man United need to win the Premier League this season. To be fair, I love it because I think this, of course, Ronaldo's going to be having these conversations behind the scenes. Ronaldo has not come to Manchester United to just make up the numbers and just, you know, finish 3rd or 2nd and not win any titles or trophies. The reason he's left Juventus is because they didn't get past the Champions League quarterfinals in the last few seasons while he was there, last couple of seasons while he was there. They didn't win the Serie A, of course. He's looking at United, seeing the progression, the improvement, the players we're signing, and the fact we finished second and we got to the Europa League final. We're getting further and more progressed, and Solskjaer's there. Okay, it's not like a guaranteed place to win trophies right now. Let's be honest. Solskjaer hasn't won a trophy since he's been in, so it's not guaranteed. But I feel like Ronaldo feels like, looking from the outside in, there is an opportunity here to get United back to winning ways, to help win trophies, and I think he's come here to win trophies. So that is his mentality, is to help United win trophies this season. He's not come here just for a payday. I think he's come for a challenge, and also to cement a little bit more legacy for his already unbelievable career. Like, if he wins another Premier League or wins a Champions League whilst Manchester United player, crikey, coming back at 36 and doing it again in the toughest league in the world, there would be no debate, in my opinion, as to who is the GOAT then. People say Messi, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, nice one. Messi's gone over to a fucking shitty Farmers League now, mate, where he's going to bloody do ploughing at the weekend and do piss all. Like, literally half the week he's up against people who are pulling out carrots during the fucking week. Like, and we're supposed to be impressed by Lionel Messi doing that. It's a shambles, mate. Whereas Ronaldo's coming to Old Trafford to Man United for a proper challenge in a proper league against proper teams. And we'll see what he can do. We'll see what sort of numbers he can put up there, how impressive his stats will be come the end of the season. We'll see. Well, you know, it's tougher in the Premier League, so he probably won't get quite as many at Juventus, but I've still got a feeling he'll get a lot. Because this is Don Ronaldo we're talking about here. And it will actually add to his legacy when he does that as well, because he's scoring Prem goals, scoring Champions League goals for Man United and hopefully getting through the latter stages. And that will definitely add to his legacy, especially if he does indeed win a trophy in the Premier League again. Fabio da Silva, absolute legendary twin defender of Manchester United back in the Dizzy, came out and said a couple of things about him. He just said, his talent is something I've never seen in my life. I love him because he sets a very big example for young boys like us. That is what he will do for the players at Manchester United this second time. He's such a huge player, not just in terms of on the pitch, but behind the scenes. Just the lift that it can give you having Cristiano Ronaldo in your team. I mean, if I'm one of the younger lads at United, I don't know, Aaron Wan-Bissaka or anybody, because they're all younger than Ronaldo. They've all grown up idolising, watching Ronaldo as the best player in the world. Literally, any of these players must be like, wow, we are playing with the GOAT Ronaldo. I mean, it must just be absolutely ridiculous for these guys. So they will definitely get a boost from it. They'll get a lift. They'll be absolutely loving it. Hey, Dan McGill, he says, hey, Pig, how are you? These streams are getting me through the days right now, man. Dan McGill, I'm okay, man. I hope you're feeling okay, my man. Let's get some love hearts in there for Mr. McGill. And I'm glad to know that these streams are helping out, but I really am. Yeah, just hope we're not expecting too much, says Dilly. Well, I'm not expecting us to go out there and do a treble season or anything like that. What I am expecting, this is what I expect from United and Solskjaer this season. I don't even expect us to win the league, guys. Where do you think we'll finish in the league, guys? Let me know. But I don't even think we'll win. I think we'll finish second or around about there. I think we'll have a challenge for the title this season. And I think we'll win some silverware this season. What silverware is another question. But I actually do think it's going to be really hard to knock off City this season. And then you've got other teams like Liverpool, Chelsea, who will be back at it looking better this season. So it's not going to be an easy season for anybody to win the league, which is why I think it's going to be difficult for United, even with Ronaldo. You look at some of the other teams, some of the other midfields in the league. Our midfield's not quite up to the standard. G Wolf United says second or third. Dilly Hill says second. We have a chance to win the Premier League, says Batman Night Fan. We do have a chance, Batman Night Fan. You're right. What really annoys me about our shithouse owners is we would have had so much of a bigger chance if we'd have just got Saul on loan like Chelsea did, or got a midfielder in, just spent that little bit extra. It's a real piss take, actually, really. To go Ronaldo, get all of that business in, done, and Sancho and Varane, and then just to cheap out the end and not get that much-needed centre defensive midfielder is an absolute shite show. And that could be the difference maker between second and first for us this season. I honestly believe that. Like, they've had a mare there. Imagine if we just had, I don't know, we just spunked the money and got Ndidi or Ruben Neves or Basuma or somebody. We would be in such a better position this season, feeling absolutely buzzing about the prospects of smashing up fools. Ellie, how you doing today? Hope you're good. Chelsea first, United maybe second or third. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about those Chelsea scummers, to be fair. I think City are still up there. Chelsea definitely looking good, though. They have added players. What fills me with confidence, though, is we've got Ronaldo. They've got Lukaku. Lukaku's a great player. Lukaku got 24 goals in Serie A last season. We got Ronaldo, who got 29, baby. You know, so he's still more effective in terms of individually anyway. Maybe not for the team. Maybe Juventus had to play more to Ronaldo's strengths, like focal point of the team. And maybe that's why they did shitter as a team. I don't actually know. I didn't really follow him that much last season in Serie A. But I would assume that if you look at the numbers alone, Ronaldo scoring more goals. But that doesn't necessarily tell the whole story, because Juventus didn't do as good as a team. Inter did better. And if Lukaku's doing more for the team, then maybe that's why they do indeed win the league. So there is more to it than just sheer goals. But I do think what Ronaldo gives you is a lot for the team, also, like just the lift, the boost, the drive. Raymond Moore, hello, bro. He says Ronaldo is a Ballon d'Or winner. His aura alone will electrify the dressing room. So true, so true. Imagine looking over and seeing 36-year-old Ronaldo who's been there, done it all, literally the most famous, best footballer in the world. It would just be such an unbelievable experience for everyone. So some sources have also come out with some information today and said PSG held discussions with Cristiano Ronaldo's entourage but did not make any offer this summer. Ronaldo was approached by Manchester United long before the end of the transfer window, and the operation started well before the end of August. So this is a source that we've got today. So, you know, we sort of hinted at this, the fact that they maybe did that whole Man City thing just to mug off Man City, just to shine Pep baldy head. You know what I'm saying? Give him a good old shine up before we just end up signing the goat back at Manchester United. It seemed like the perfect thing to do, really. Just a little cheeky kick in the blue balls of Manchester City. Just to say, you know what, you're still second rate, mate. You still ain't the biggest club in Manchester. Do one. It's an absolute PR dream, wasn't it, from Manchester United, man? Like, in every way, we just absolutely spanked City off, give them a backhander, back to where you belong. Back in the shadow, and then Cristiano Ronaldo comes to the only club in Manchester, mate. It was actually a genius move from everybody involved. They literally mugged City right off and signed the best player in the world at the same time. It's way better than if they'd have just signed him, you know, on the hush-hush. No, the fact that he was linked to City, people were saying he's going to go to City, and then he comes and joins United last minute. I mean, that was just an absolute genius move. I mean, fuck City, because that was genius. Right. So let me just cover some more Cristiano Ronaldo stuff. So Bruno sends message to Manchester United teammates via Bruno Fernandes insisting Red Devils must win the Premier League title this season. Ronaldo's spoken to Bruno Fernandes and told him to tell the other players they need to win it this year. They need to work hard and start to believe in themselves. The player has not stopped talking about Ronaldo since he signed, and they can't wait to train and play alongside him. So Bruno absolutely buzzing about this one. I mean, this is reported by TalkSport. I mean, how do they have access to... It's just bullshit, isn't it, basically? That's just basically bullshit, isn't it? Oh, unless they're sliding in Ronaldo's DMs like via hacking methods. How the fuck do they know? Always makes me laugh when articles like that come out. But hey, the reason I even talked about that article is because that is going to be true. Of course, Ronaldo's coming here to win. That's why I've mentioned it, because he's coming here to win. He wants to challenge. He's not coming here just to play, you know, a bit part or even just to come here and just go through the motions. He's coming here to add to his legacy and add trophies and add titles. And that's why I was mentioning it, because I think that is true. Of course he wants to win. Of course he wants to win, and he wants his team to win this season. So, yeah, he's got that elite mentality. He is going to expect that from his team. What I really love about United signings this summer is we signed two really big winners who've got pretty much the most proven experience in sort of European football for their positions. In terms of a centre-back, doesn't really get much more experience than more decorated than, of course, Rafael Varane. And, of course, it doesn't get any more decorated than Cristiano Ronaldo up there. So you've added winners, and winners are very important. They breed winning. You need people who know how to win, who refuse to lose, who are just born winners. And those guys are definitely winners. They're proven winners, and that will help us win. That will absolutely help us win. Okay, then. So also, Cristiano Ronaldo, we got a quote from Cristiano Ronaldo Jr. here, his son. How old is he, by the way? Does anybody know? This is a quote from his son. He says, my son tells me, this is what Ronaldo said, my son tells me, Dad, hang on a few more years. I want to get to play with you. So, you know how his son is obviously at United now, as is Wayne Rooney's son, Kai. 11 or 12 says Ruby Avalar. Oh, that's a shame, yeah. Because how cool would it be? There's a quote from Ronaldo. It says, my son tells me, Dad, hang on a few more years. I want to get to play with you. How fucking cool would that be to see two Cristiano Ronaldos on the pitch at the same damn time? That would be so cool. Probably not going to happen then, is it? Unless this kid literally like some prodigy at 14. 13 says Apex Gamer. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, if he was 13, then maybe you could just see, you know, in 3 years' time, while Ronaldo's on his 3rd year of his contract option, because he has an option for a 3rd year in his contract. We have an option for him, so yeah, if that was the case, then I'd just do that for a laugh. I'd just literally do that preseason game or something, chuck on both the Ronaldos, you know, definitely, it needs to be done. Hey, what's going on there, little big man? He says, Ronaldo increased Man United's value by 8% or 250 million. The owners should have brought back Ronaldo 3 years ago. You're so right, dude. You're absolutely spot on. They knew what they were doing. This is a business acquisition. This isn't like them even trying to strengthen out there on the pitch, I don't think. Because if they were properly, in all honesty, if we'd have gone and bought a top world-class CDM, that probably would have helped us more this season. I mean, we had Cavani, Greenwood and Martial up there. So we probably would have been overall, even though Ronaldo's a don, you know, I'm so glad we got him. Overall, we might have been better just getting a top quality CDM in instead of Ronaldo. So, you know, it's not really a signing for, I mean, it is going to benefit the team massively, don't get me wrong. But it's also just a signing for money. It's a signing for business. It's to boost the profiles, to boost the coffers, to get the shirt sales, to get the interest, the profile, to increase the stock prices. All of that business, they know what they were doing. So, yeah, I agree with you. It's that's what's going on here. Guys, do us a massive favour. We're nearly at 100 likes. Everybody, like Spike, Bacon Brigade, assemble! Do us a massive favour and leave a cheeky little free like on the video if you haven't done so. Really appreciate that, guys, and it helps boost us up there. Compete with some of the clickbait merchants and the corporations, etc. If you enjoy this show, please do smash that like. It helps boost us on the old algorithm, so that's a great way you can support the show. Get in there, my son. Also, if you're new to the channel right now, guys, make sure you subscribe. There is a 1 minute buffer zone which you have to go through in order to chat in the live chat. So if you hit the sub after 1 minute, you will be able to chat in the live chat and get involved with everybody. Get in there, Dan McGill. Thank you so much, sir. So, right, Cristiano Ronaldo. This is also what I wanted to talk about before I get onto other information. So in regards to Cristiano Ronaldo's quarantine, right then, guys. So we want to talk about Cristiano Ronaldo's quarantine now. Cristiano Ronaldo starts 5-day COVID isolation in his stunning new 7-bedroom mansion as fans queue round the block for £80 shirts ahead of Manchester United's return. So Ronaldo today began his 5-day COVID isolation in a stunning 7-bedroom mansion as fans queued. He'll be playing for United, expected on the 11th against Newcastle. So basically, he arrived, so he touched down. So just to give you an idea of the time frame, he touched down in his private jet from Faro at Manchester Airport on Thursday, 5:40 p.m. and was swiftly taken to a multi-million-pound mansion. He travelled with his girlfriend, Georgina Rodriguez, and children, Cristiano Ronaldo Jr., 11. Oh, it says he's 11 on it, not 13, so he is pretty young. Alana Martina dos Santos, his kids, all of his kids. Photographs from inside the mansion reveal a swimming pool, gym, and cinema room, which Ronaldo will be able to enjoy with his young family ahead of the start of the training week. He is now ensconced in the 7-bedroom countryside property with a top-of-the-range fitness area, hot tub, and 6-strong security patrol, allowing him to relax during his 5 days in quarantine before joining club training on Wednesday. His security team were photographed picking up a takeaway meal outside the mansion on Saturday afternoon. It is not known precisely why Ronaldo, who tested positive for coronavirus in October, remember he did have the vid, must isolate for 5 days since Portugal is amber listed. But it is thought to be a measure put in place by team management. So, you know we had this debate about the government, whether or not they would give Ronaldo special treatment or special dispensation because he's Ronaldo again, to maybe just like speed up his quarantine. Well, I don't know if this is a self-imposed quarantine or anything, but we haven't. I think there are certain. I think they're just going by the book, by the letter here. A spokesman for the club said, as a new signing, he is not eligible for elite sport exemption. Therefore, he can't join our bubble for 5 days. So yeah, 5 days is it's basically, you couldn't get the exemption. There is no, he couldn't get it. But anyway, if you look at some of the photos in this place, I'm sure it'll be absolutely spot on. It looks fucking beaut. Nothing, I wouldn't expect nothing but the best for the Don Cristiano Ronaldo, to be fair. But yes, it looks like absolutely beaut. And he's just there quarantining for 5 days. So I'm not too sure whether or not it will be the 9th that he's cleared to train with his teammates, or literally, if you think about the day, like 5:40 p.m. yesterday he arrived. So that is the 3rd. So technically at 5:40 p.m. on the 8th of September, he would be free then to train. So probably by the 9th morning, he will be fit to train with Manchester United teammates. Get in there. So yeah, that's really good. That's really good news, guys. He's here early. It couldn't have worked out any better, this, guys. It really could not have worked out any better. Like the Portugal stuff, he's proven to everybody just before joining for Manchester United what a player he still is as well. Anybody who was doubting him, he's just literally the best player on the pitch in that game, and won them the 2 goals. You know, got the 2 goals at the end and won the game for them. Huge player for them. And just to show everybody still what he can do, but also to break that record whilst he's a Manchester United player. What I liked about it is, at the end of that game, there was a graphic that came up on the screen, and it said 111 international goals. Ronaldo, new international goals record. Portugal and Manchester United player. And that is awesome. He broke the record while he's a Manchester United player, which is fucking awesome. And he'll be joining up with us, should be on the 9th when he's training with the team. And then, because it's only 2 days until the 11th, then he'll be playing, guys. He'll be playing. He'll definitely be playing. Thankfully, the whole Portugal thing, letting him go early and him getting a yellow card, it was perfect, so it means he's in early. If he didn't get that yellow card, probably a very good chance that this doesn't take place. I mean, Portugal, I think, have another game on. They've got a friendly game, right? But they also had another game. Is it on Tuesday, or is it next Tuesday? I don't know. Another international qualifier. No, on Tuesday, I think it is. Yeah. So he missed that one. He's banned from that one. So that's why he's come back, guys. It's very, very perfect how it's all worked out. Good chance he would not be playing in that Newcastle game if it wasn't for what he did with Portugal, scoring those 2 goals and then taking his shirt off and getting the yellow card. So it actually worked out brilliant. Azerbaijan, says Nick Hill. Yeah, Matthias Emmanuel says everything worked perfectly up until now. You're spot on, dude. It's almost gone too swimmingly, hasn't it? It's almost gone too smooth. Ever since City were in the mix to sign him, and we thought, oh, no, don't go. Ronaldo's going to the shithouses. Ever since then, everything's just gone too smooth. It's just gone so quickly. A quick announcement, quick deal, all done, dusted, medical, bish, bash, bosh. Goes to Portugal, gets the yellow card, coming in early. It's all going too perfect, guys. What could possibly go wrong? I'm paranoid about it. Rushmano, how you doing there today, mate? I hope you're doing well, my friend. How you doing, Rushy? Get in there. So I think that pretty much covers the Ronaldo information, guys. So I'm just going to go through it very, very quickly one more time, and then I'll go on to the other info. So Ronaldo shirt sales reportedly generated about $60 million, £35 million, somewhere in that region. United stand to make about 7% of that, which does pay for a significant fee of Ronaldo's, it basically pays for all of Ronaldo's fee, but not his wages or anything at all. But it's still a significant bit of money back. Also, Ronaldo's told Bruno in private message, United need to win the Premier League. That's what's been reported by some outlets as well. Fabio da Silva ranted and raving about Cristiano Ronaldo. Understood PSG held talks with Ronaldo's entourage, but did not make any offer this summer. What else in regards to Ronaldo? Oh, yeah. The number 7. You got the number 7, obviously. The shirt so this is the cost. Ronaldo's cost over 2 years is £52 million, basically, with the 12 million transfer fee, minimum that is, and then expected £20 million a year contract. So, but we've made around about 12 from shirt sales right as of now, and that's only going to go up. And as I say as well, next summer there will be another round of this. Everybody will still be buying the Cristiano Ronaldo shirts next summer as well. So you'll definitely see another massive boost next year where they get another £12 million. So really, it is going a long way to paying a big percentage of Cristiano Ronaldo's wages. Not all of it, but if you look at the other increases in Manchester United's value, etc., that's taken place, the Glazers have absolutely done a bloody blinder on this bit of business. This is great business by the Glazers for them. For us, for everybody involved, really. This is great business for them. Every single person stands to make money from this one. Cristiano Ronaldo and the Glazers, definitely. Their valuation of the club's gone up a couple of £100 million overnight because of this. Not only that, it's so easy to get deals now. Like, if you're United, we are very, very impressive when it comes to getting commercial deals in. Sponsorships, different, just different advertisement, different agreements, whether it's airlines, whether it's, watches, noodles, whatever it is, we've got the lot on we've got to sort it out, right? I mean, you have to give Eddie Woodward some credit over the last few years for whoring Manchester United out left, right and centre. Delivery companies, all over the place. It's just massive. Remember DHL, that big advertising campaign as well, with all the players on the side of their delivery trucks and stuff. Well, imagine being able to use Cristiano Ronaldo's image as a bargaining chip here, essentially. I mean, I don't really know what all the image rights are with Ronaldo, because he's his own entity. Like, that is a fair point. Maybe they don't even have much leeway when it comes to like using his image for certain sponsorship deals. That is a fair point. Like Ronaldo's a different kind of player. He's not just some random guy who, when they sign for Man United, he signs away his bloody life. You know, like a Daniel James or someone. No, it's not that. Ronaldo comes with his own set of image rights and stuff, I'd imagine. But hey, I don't know the details. Maybe they can plaster his face all over different, advertisements, and also use him to entice sponsors into the club. He's literally a massive dude, isn't he? I mean, it just opens up so many markets as well around the world that follow Ronaldo. Right, okay, so that's basically the setup with the shirts. Yep, record-breaking shirts. Outsold that Messi melter, huge. Cristiano Ronaldo's the absolute don. There is no other way of putting it, really. Right then, other information in regards to other stuff, then I will get into the live chat. Thank you everyone for joining us. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and get involved with the community of legends here. Official and confirmed, here we go. Radamel Falcao has signed his contract as a new Rayo Vallecano player. He joins as a free agent. I'm just actually going to get this up on the screen here. It's really not that interesting. But, just because he used to play, this guy's still going, is he? Fair play to him. Do you know what? Radamel Falcao, I'm just going to put it out there. At one point, I truly believe he was, as far as like proper like number 9 centre forwards go, yeah, I would go as far as to say he was the best player, he was the best in the world at one point. Well, him and Robin van Persie, I guess it's that sort of era. But yes, look at that. Radamel Falcao has signed his contract as a new Rayo Vallecano player. He joins as a free agent after terminating his contract. Radamel Falcao the only reason I'm mentioning this is because he played for Man United, by the way. And also to say, he was absolutely shit, wasn't he, for Man United? Like, what the fuck was his whole deal, guys? What was that guy all about, in all honesty? Like, he was terrible for us. So annoying. You know, like how Cavani was now. Like, when Cavani came in. That's what I was expecting from this Radamel Falcao twat. But he just never bothered, mate. Anyway, not that interesting, but still. Also, Manchester United have signed a new player as well. Yeah, that's right. We have. We've signed a new player. Get in. That's right. We have. Yesterday, anyway. This guy, mate, gets in there. Harrison Parker, 15-year-old, will sign for Manchester United after leaving Arsenal this summer. One of the best defenders in his age group, had all the top clubs in England chasing him. United national scouting team securing a big signing. Get in there, my son. So, look, this is just, like I say, though, United and what Solskjaer are doing, they are laying seeds down. They're laying a foundation down. They've signed a lot of really good young players at the club, like young kids and, for the future. So I think in a few years' time, you're going to see that, that setup, that youth setup that we're seeing do impressive things now as a youth team. In a few years' time, turn into some really, really great players. I mean, look, they're just these are just kids at the end of the day. He's 15, but that is what United are doing, trying to assemble really, really good young players. Solskjaer has signed a lot of young players from around, like, lots of top clubs in Europe, 14, 15, 16-year-old players who in 5 years' time could be in the first team. So I think it's really good planning by United. It's the smart way to do it. Produce your own talents. That's what United should be all about. And speaking of producing our own talents, how about Anthony Elanga, guys? Anthony Elanga. So we got a brace for Sweden under-21s yesterday, right? And that takes his goals up in all appearances, in all competitions, for the last 9 games to 9 goals in 9 games. Like, I think Anthony Elanga's got a really great future ahead of him, What is he, 18, 19? He's still young. He's still got the really great future ahead of him. You might see him, like, occasionally, for United. Sorry, this helium balloon is moving around a little bit. In case you didn't see it, my fucking my missus bought me a fucking helium balloon for my birthday. It says bloody 50 on it, the cheeky cow. But anyway, it keeps moving around up there. It's confusing me. Isolation is BS. Just do a COVID test, as Matthias Emmanuel. It's a fair point. I get you. I get you. I understand as well. But I don't know. I guess there is some period of time, though, where you could get COVID and not pass the test, right? Like, you could just contract it without showing the sign. I actually don't know. I'm not a scientist. But forgive me. But let's just say somebody on the coach over breathed in your face with COVID and you got tested for it right then. Would you actually show for it right then, or would you show like the next day or something? I don't really know. Maybe you're right. Okay, a few other things I want to get into, guys, before I get back into the live chat. So Also, so we've got some information that Richard Arnold's appointment could be made as soon as next month, although decision has yet to be formally signed off and remained subject to change. So the appointment of Richard Arnold as Ed Woodward's replacement at Man United could be announced as soon as next month. This is some more information that I'm hearing. I mean, who the fuck is that guy, mate? Hang on, let me just, I really don't know who he is. Is he, it's not a fucking football man, though, is he? Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean, though, guys? I mean, who is he? Richard Arnold, here we go. I'm just going to get a bit more information about this guy before I even talk about him. I really don't know much about this guy. What is he? New York listed parent company could announce within weeks. This is on Sky News. That Richard Arnold, Manchester United's group managing director, will take over from... So he's the current Manchester United group managing director, I see. One insider said that a statement confirming Mr. Arnold's appointment could be made as soon as next month, although they cautioned that the decision has yet... But you know what? I really want somebody with like a football history involved in this part. If you're going to be the director of football, I think you need to have a history in football, mate. You know, like, who is this guy? Let me just try and find out his history before. Maybe he was a footballer. Let me actually look. Should have probably researched this before on the actual show. But still, anyway, it's not inspiring for me. I wanted somebody like Edwin van der Sar. I want Edwin van der Sar to be the man, basically. I want him to be the director of football, because I think he understands how football works. He understands the club. He loves the passion, and he's always going to try and do what's best for the football team on the pitch. Whereas a lot of these financial guys, a lot of these banker wanker types behind the scenes, like Mr. Woody Potato and everybody else behind the scenes there pretty much at the top, they just seem like they're not really truly interested in that, or they're no good at that. They can't get rid of players. They can't get all the players that we need in to bet us or give us the best chance for the season. And I really have concerns about how they spend their money for recruitment, how they spend their money for facilities, and just everything. Like, we should have somebody in there who knows the club, who's played for the club, who loves the club, but who has a good intelligence, who has a proven record of doing these sorts of roles. Like, if you look at what Edwin's done at Ajax, it's perfect for United right now. This is the sort of stuff that we can do. Sporting directors, we need these sorts of guys in there. Look at Ajax's recruitment. Look at Ajax's development of youth players. Look at how they sell players. They're a very, very effectively run club. And we could do with a bit of that at United. So, good day there, George Melas. He says, thoughts on what the Snake Di Maria said? Yeah, he's just an absolute snake, mate. I know, I hate the guy. Yeah, slagging off our number 7 shirt. The guy's a piece of shit. Not going to lie. He doesn't have to come out and say this. You know what? Just keep your mouth shut, you fucking dobby little snake. I'm just going to say this now. Di Maria's a fucking piece of shit, guys. Honestly, I hate that guy. Why? Just keep your trap shut, mate. If you don't like United, you didn't like the fact that our fans fucking loved you right away when you're doing the love heart, fucking scoring the chip and everything, and we're fucking loving you. And then you just decide, oh, you hate Manchester. Okay, he did get his place broken into or whatever. I understand that, but you don't have to slag off the club. You can say, oh, it didn't work out for yourself at United. But how's about you fucking, keep your trap shut and have a bit of respect for the club that paid your wages for a while, you fucking little melt. It really pisses me off. Like, there's no need for it. There's no need for people to come out and say stuff like that, man. Just shut up. Just shut up, you dobby little twat. Anyway, sorry, guys. You wound me up with that one. You wound me up with that one. Get those snake emojis in there. Di Maria. Fucking idiot. Anyway, right. Okay, so a few things I want to talk about. Jadon Sancho, a statement released by the FA said, Jadon Sancho will play no part in England's forthcoming FIFA World Cup qualifiers against Andorra and Poland. The forward picked up a minor knock in training earlier this week, which ruled him out of the 4-0 victory in Hungary. Following further assessment, the 21-year-old has returned to his club and is expected to recover in time for Manchester United's fixture with Newcastle United on Saturday, the 11th of September. So he is expected to be fit back for United's game against Newcastle. In what capacity, we don't know. But it is a shame that he's gone on international duty with Pizza Hut paper baghead and he's come back with a fucking injury. Southgate now has a 23-man squad at his disposal for Sunday's match against Andorra at Wembley Stadium. So Jadon Sancho, just a little knock. We don't actually have... and they didn't release any info on what it is, but it's just a little knock. And he's out, expected to be back, though, for the Newcastle game. So get well soon, Jadon Sancho. Thank you for subscribing there, Mitch Gooch. Appreciate you hitting that subscribe button. Nice one. Get in there. Welcome aboard the Bacon Express. Please do us a favour, everybody. Smash that like button. Smash that subscribe button if it's your first time here. We're on here with all the latest United news every single day. Get involved. Make sure you're following us up on social media as well at Flying Pig United. So Jadon Sancho is out injured, guys, until the Newcastle game, effectively. So got some good info here. Mr. Transfers MUFC, Mr. Matty Rushmano, transfers _UTD on Twitter, giving us some info that, at the club, because obviously Matt Rush has got some good sources and stuff. He says James Garner's being quickly seen as basically a long-term solution maybe for the midfield. We talked about Garner and how he shouldn't have maybe gone out on loan this season and how he could be a great option for us in the future. Well, the club have cheaped out this summer and not signed a midfielder. In the future, developing our own players is definitely something that we should be doing. And I think maybe Jimmy Garner could be decent enough. I'm not saying that he's ready-made like right now, we should probably go and get Neves or someone. But United also should be a club that does produce its own talents. And bringing a player like Mason Greenwood through, it's great. It's fucking awesome. Look at that guy. Look at what he's doing. Look at how good he is. Look at the future he's going to have. We need more of those. We don't have enough of those in the first team. We've got great players, obviously, in the youth setup, in the under-23s. But if you actually think about the players that have come through the youth setup that play for the first team, it's only really, Rashford and Greenwood right now? We bought Luke Shaw. We bought David De Gea. David was here since he was 18 or something, though, to be fair. Wan-Bissaka was here when he was young, but Maguire and Varane we bought. Fred we bought. The only academy players that are really in the first team is Mason Greenwood and Rashford. Jesse Lingard's there, of course, but he doesn't fucking... I'm not talking... we're not talking about that. So it's only really Rashford and Greenwood. So I would like to see the next player come through now. We're due it. You see it come in cycles, don't you? Like there was that Rashford inclusion and then Greenwood's burst on. Well, we do need a midfield beast. Scott McTominay says, Dan McGill, you think he could be the option? Who do you think? Okay, here's the question then, guys. So forget Matic because he's getting too old. You can say Fred if you want, but I'd forget him if I was you. But who at the club do you think could be our long-term CDM? We've got Donny, we've got McTominay, we've got Garner, and we've got Fred. So if we're not signing anybody, so who is going to be our long-term CDM? Who do you think? Like long-term here. So it could be Garner because he's young. Maybe Donny, Scott as well, says Khalil Mohsin. Donny says Kayam, Scotty says Sabine Magar. Sabine, yeah. I like him. He has some defensive acumen. He really does. Look how well he did for Scotland playing in the Euros as a centre-back and stuff. Like he's definitely got some defensive abilities. He definitely can read a game. He's box. I like him more as a box-to-box player, though. I'm going to be honest. I think he's rangy. He's useful getting forward. He's awkward. He's big and tall, and he can score goals in the opposite box. But at the same time, I guess if you really focused him on being an out-and-out central defensive midfielder, took away any sort of proper duty from him. His passing is better than Fred's. Took away any much creative duty from him, and just give him defensive duties. Maybe you could see him be the next Nemanja Matic. They have similar sorts of, gaits, similar sorts of sizes to them. Nemanja, a few years ago, was one of the best central defensive midfielders in the world. People forget, but he has obviously aged a little bit now. Don't know if you heard that guy's fucking jet over my house again. Holy shit. Anyway. Bloody jet flying over above again. Crap. Anyway. So, yes, James Garner, Matic, I guess Scotty McTominay could be the one. I actually really like the idea of playing Donny van de Beek there, though. I really want to see Solskjaer do that. Give him a chance. Let's see if he can do that deep line playmaker role. Doesn't have to be an out-and-out defensive midfielder, in my opinion. Somebody that can pass it and distribute it and lay it up for others is perfect. We've seen players like Pirlo do that job. You've seen players like Carrick do that job. Scholesy could do that job. People who just sit in front of the back line and pass it around. They're not necessarily the best defensively, but they're just really great at ball retention and getting us going. So I would actually really love to see Donny given the nod at CDM. So who do you think, guys? Have a vote, Donny or McTominay? Who is your CDM option right now? We're not going to talk about Garner. He's not even at the club right now. Matic is getting on a bit. Fred's shite. So who's your CDM option, Donny or McTominay when he's back fit? Let me know. Pig isn't it an air show at Eastbourne this weekend? Maybe, G-Wolf. It's the Bournemouth air show. Is that what you mean? Eastbourne, maybe they got one too. I don't know. Record Nowder says, hi guys, I know Sancho from Dortmund, he's a good player. He needs some motivation from Ronaldo. Definitely. Hey, Sancho's going to have a great career at United. People, do you know what? People piss me off. They're getting right on the case of Jadon Sancho already. This kid's fucking 21. He's just come in. He's not 100% fit yet. He's not 100% match sharp. And he played one game on the left of the pitch where he's not really used to playing. The whole team played shit. Yes, he did play shit. But then everybody's like, he's shit. No, he's not shit, guys. He just needs a chance to settle in, get used to the pace of the Premier League, get match fit, match sharp, have a bit of time to bed in, get used to the system, get used to the teammates, get used to his new position if he's going to be playing there. Fucking hell, man. People are just idiots, mate. He's literally had one fucking start. Give him the chance that he needs and he will be quality. Crikey, he's only just come in. It's like people slagging Messi off already. I saw somebody the other day, get this, I saw somebody the other day slagging off Messi, saying, what was he saying? Fucking, he's shit, basically. He hasn't scored yet. And it's like, hang on a sec, he's played like one game as a fucking sub. Like, it has to be said, like, Messi, and you can't judge him yet. He's just got there. He's fucking just arrived. You know, it's just silly. Same with Sancho. So, yeah, read last, says Kayam. Oh, no. Where is this? Kayam says, Ollie doesn't play with a CDM, though. He uses 2 number 8, so Donny and Pogba would work. Yeah, well, there you go. But Donny and Pogba, 2. Yeah, but the reason to play 2 CDMs, in my opinion, though, is to protect the back line more, right? So you want one who's defensive. You want one who's also defensive, but box to box. Donny and Pogba, they're 2. Then neither of them are defensive enough, in my opinion, for that system, though. Maybe it would be better, in my opinion, because their ball retention is just better. I don't know. Look, we could play a different formation, a different system this season. We got 2 great strikers up top there as well. Solskjaer did play, 3 different formations last season? There was a one with a diamond, like a 4-3-3 of sorts. There was a 3-5-2, and there was a 4-2-3-1. So he did play a few different formations. So I don't really. You're right. You are right, Kyle. He does favour the 4-2-3-1, and based on what we've got there at the moment, I would say that Matic and Pogba is probably the best shout for me, because that gives you somebody who is defensively sound but good on the ball. And then it gives you somebody who's also great creatively in Pogba, who's good on the ball and can create, but is okay defensively. I don't like it, though. I just don't like that midfield 2 of United. That's where we get let down. That's why we should have signed Saul or Ruben Neves or somebody, because that's where we get let down. You compare that midfield 2 to most other midfield 2s in the league. It doesn't work. It doesn't operate right. Maybe on paper it sounds good. Matic and Pogba on paper sounds good. Sounds better than Fred and Matic or Fred and McTominay. Or, in my opinion, Matic and Pogba sounds good on paper. But I don't think it works, because Pogba's not defensively that sound. Matic is slow as all fuck. Oh, sorry guys, what's with the language today? It just came out of nowhere. Sorry about that. Anyway, but he is very slow though, guys. Very slow. So that's the problem. He's aged a little bit. Give him a few years ago, he was a quality player. Okay, right. Anyway, a couple other things I wanted to talk about. Lingard impressed with West Ham obviously last season. Why didn't West Ham want him? Well, it's come out that it's mainly because Jesse Lingard didn't want to go to West Ham. Lingard is said to have communicated this decision to joint chairman David Sullivan personally, that he didn't want to really go, which is why they didn't continue pursuing. That's why that's why they went for somebody else in that other guy, who they signed. So yeah. Jesse Lingard refusing to go, mate. Refusing to go. Looks like he's a lingerer, man. They call him Lingard the Lingerer. That's what I'm going to call him from now on. Lingard the Lingerer. Because, crikey, it's like Phil Jones, No Bones Jones as well. But Lingard the Lingerer, still lingering around, wants to prove his worth to Manchester United. You're not going to prove your worth to Man United, bro. But like I have said, I can't really blame the guy. You can say, I'll get out of the club and go and actually have a career, go and play for a team. I can't blame the guy. If I was him, I'd want to try and have a go at getting back in United's team as well. He's only 27. He probably thinks he's really good. I don't think he's that good, but he probably thinks he's really good. And he probably thinks look at what he did at West Ham. He's got a chance of breaking back in the United's team, maybe. They might call him in at some point and he could take an opportunity. It's better to be part of something bigger than it is to be, part of something smaller there. So maybe at United he's got the chance of playing with Ronaldo and winning a Premier League title or an FA Cup or or a Champions League. Like, he does still have that chance, United. And ultimately, he's a United fan. He's a United lad. He's come through the academy. If I was him, I honestly would probably rather stay at United and fight for my place this season. At least give it one more season. Fair enough. If that's not going to happen, then I'd probably move on. Because as much as you love the club, but as it is, he's still here. So I don't really know what's going on behind the scenes, but I can't really blame the lad because I'd want to play for Manchester United too. But there does come a point in time where if you're just going to waste your career away, not getting any game time. So I actually think for him best personally, it does make sense to move. But from a coolness point of view, or from an awesomeness point of view, or from a yes, I play for Man United point of view, it's better to stay at United because he loves United and it's a big high profile club. They pay him very well. And he's back up at United. That's his situation. I don't know about it, but hey, we got 150 likes, says Rushbarlow. Get in there, everyone. Thank you, everyone who smashed the like button. On our way to 200 likes. Can we smash 200 likes on the stream? Let's be having you. If you're just getting involved here, guys, do hit that like button. Give it a cheeky little Zinedine Zidane headbutt. After an impressive end to the season last season, Mason Greenwood has been awarded for his fine form in August by winning the club's Internal Player of the Month award. Get in there. Can we get some cheeky little star boy emojis in there, please? Let's get some Mason Greenwood emojis. Let's get some stars, because Mason is the future fucking star. Not only the future star of this team, one of the current stars of this team. 9 goals in 11 Premier League games for 19-year-old Mason Greenwood. No doubt he's won the Internal Player of the Month award, mate. The 19-year-old started the season in inspired form. Literally starting 3 games, scoring in 3 different games, 3 goals in 3 games for Mason this season, 9 goals in 11 overall going back into last season. Just a brilliant return from somebody who's so young, and you can just see whilst watching him, he's just got it. He's got the ability on the ball, he's got the vision, he can see a pass, he can see a run, he's got the execution, he can find a half a yard on a defender, he can get the bottom corner in there, he can put the ball in. He can get a great cross in, he can get a great shot off, he's got left foot, right foot, he's got the pace, he's getting the strength, as he gets older. He's going to be the complete package. Like, truly, I'm going to just say this now, and it's easy to say this. I've been saying this for a couple of years anyway. You guys know it. You've all been saying it too. But he is literally going to be one of the best players in the world in a few years' time. And he already is still super extremely effective for Man United at 19 years of age. So give this guy a couple more seasons and he's just going to be unplayable. Like the goal he scored the other day, he's influencing the games, he's winning the games, he scored literally one in every one of those games, and 2 of those performances, the team was pretty bad. But he still individually made something happen, which just goes to show you the quality of the player. Like, we've got Cristiano Ronaldo coming in right now, who is the best player in the world and has been the best player in the world, in my opinion, now for 15 years? Getting on 15 years. But this guy could be the next one. I truly believe that. You've got Kylian Mbappe, you've got Erling Haaland. Well, this guy's younger and, in my opinion, just as good. And give him a little bit more chance. Maybe not just as good, because those guys are more experienced, further along. Certainly Mbappe's won a lot of stuff up until this point in his career. But he's also a good couple of years older. And give Greenwood the same amount of time. Give him till he's 21. I think he'll be just as good, if not exceeding what Mbappe's at now. Honestly, you might think that's a little bit of a bold statement, but I honestly believe Greenwood is could be the next Ronaldo. Like, he could be that level of match winner in a couple of years' time. You look at what Ronaldo was doing at United when he was 19. You look at what Greenwood's doing at United when he's 19. And to me, if anything, Greenwood's just as impressive, if not more so, because he's taken on more of a responsibility in this team. So, wow, Mason Greenwood definitely got a heck of a future on him, doesn't he? Piggy, let's be honest, no one can ever replace Ronaldo or Messi. True, Martin. True. It's very unlikely. But, we said the same thing before those guys came around. When, the 90s, you had players like Fat Ronaldo, and you had players like, Romario and Baggio and all these, and you probably thought there's never going to be anybody as good as Fat Ronaldo, and then Cristiano Ronaldo came along, and then Lionel Messi came along, and so we do say that, but there will be, believe it or not, there will be a player at some point that comes along. It might be 100 years. I agree with you. It's a very rare thing you get a talent like Messi and Ronaldo, and we got them both at the same time. But at some point, there will be a player that's even better than those guys, that does break their statistics. Honestly, I really do believe that. That's how football works. There's always progression. There's progression in terms of athleticism, sports science, and just being able to learn from the previous generations of football. You know, all the different skills, all the different techniques, the tactics that the previous generations have laid down. Everybody has to learn from. So it's always going to get better and better and better. Yes, we might not see another Ronaldo and Messi for a little while, though, because those are just incredible generational talents. But I do think that Greenwood, Mbappe, Haaland, these guys will be, you know, up. They'll take that mantle on in a few years when Messi and Ronaldo are just wrapping things up and they're going to be a memory of the game. I do think that these guys, Mason, certainly Mbappe, you know, will be the stars in the world of football. That's what I think. Hey, thank you, Augustin PR, getting in from Kerala, India. Welcome aboard from India, Augustin. Nice one. Shout out to you. We'll be dead by that time, says Martin. Well, we might be, but they are very rare players. They're rare players, let's be fair. Although, I mean, look, I say they're rare players. They are rare players because it's the consistency more so that's amazing with those guys. They've just done it consistently for almost 2 decades now, those guys, which is just insane. Whereas, like, you know, Fat Ronaldo was insane, obviously, and insane for a long time, but he did it in spells. He had a lot of injury issues as well. And the consistency over time, he might have been absolutely brilliant for 10 years, but these guys are brilliant for 15 years, you know? 15 years. And most players are only brilliant for 5 or 6 years. So just the fact that they've been brilliant for, like, some of the best players in the world ever are only really peak 5, 6, 7 years. Whereas those guys, they're just world beaters for 15 years. Pretty unbelievable, really, when you look at the stats. I mean, for the last 15 years, they've basically tussled out the Ballon d'Or between them, haven't they? It's just on their own. It's kind of remarkable. I mean, who won the Ballon d'Or previously before Messi won? Messi and Ronaldo won one. So Ronaldo won in 2008, I think, right? Was that the first of the two, or did Messi win one before that? I would say it's probably Ronaldo won the Ballon d'Or first, right? So before that, probably like Kaká or someone. Yes, Dan McGill says Kaká, yes. So Kaká at AC Milan, right? Absolute boss. Absolute boss. But when you compare Kaká to Ronaldo and Messi, like, Kaká is a great player, and actually Kaká petered off towards the end of his career a little bit. But at one point, Kaká was a top draw player. He really was. At one point, he was top draw. But if you compare his career to Ronaldo's and Messi's, it ain't even fucking close, is it? Messi and Ronaldo have just gone and exceeded just anybody, really. Players like Kaká, players like Fat Ronaldo, Ronaldinho. What about Ronaldinho? One of the best players of all time. I love Ronaldinho. I still think he's one of the best ever. But his career, like, pales in comparison to Messi and Ronaldo, because those guys have just won so much more. The longevity, even though Ronaldinho's winning stuff at Barca, are just the same as Messi. He's not had that longevity like Messi has, and that's what separates him in the pantheon of greats with mere mortals like Ronaldinho. You know what I'm saying? Kaká 2007, then back and forth. There you go, Kaká, and then Ronnie says Nishan Shrestha. Kaká was truly world-class, VKD, and I agree. Bryn Sheen says, hey, mate, decent chance of silverware this season, I reckon. I think so too, guys. What percentage would you give it? Okay, so that's basically all the news, guys, I've covered today. Thank you very much for getting in here and getting involved. I'm going to jump into the comments now. Don't go anywhere. We're going to have a cheeky little chat for a few minutes about anything you want. So get involved in the comment section. Have your say. Get your thoughts and opinions in. And I'll stick around for a good 5-10 minutes here and have a bit of a Q&A. Once again, smash the like on the video if you just join us. How many are we on now? Let's have a cheeky little look. The goal is 200, baby. And we're nearly there, guys. Only 20 away. Smash the like if you're getting in. Smash the subscribe. Get involved. We're on our way to 45,000 subscribers, guys. I would love it. I would love it. In the words of Kevin Keegan, I would love it. I would love it if we beat them. I would love it if we beat them. I would love it. I would love it if we got to 45k subscribers by end of month. That's what I'd love. I'd love it if we got 45k subscribers by end of month, like. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't done. You became a Patreon, Anthony White. Oh, thank you so much, Anthony White. Get in there, you legend. I'm going to have to add you to the credits, the Patreon credits, mate. Thank you so much, bud. Oh, look at that. I can see you, mate. A new £8 patron. You fucking legend. Dude, Anthony White, thank you so, so much for becoming a patron on Patreon, dude. That is big, mate. That is really big. Thank you for the support over there, dude. That's quality, mate. Get in. I'm so happy that you've become a patron, mate. Get in. That's awesome. Yes, if anybody wants to, hit me up on Patreon in the DMs as well, I'm going to start actually using that like daily. So I think that's the least I can do really for all the patrons. Anybody that wants to DM me daily or whatever, not daily, but DM me and get an instant response basically, because you know how shite I am with Instagram and Twitter. people were constantly saying, check your message I sent you from a week ago and stuff like that. Because I am fucking awful at keeping up with it, guys. I'm not going to lie. I think, you know, the least I can do for the patrons who support the channel is to check my Patreon inbox once or twice a day. So, you know, I'm going to start doing that as well. So thank you, Anthony White, for that, mate. I appreciate you, dude. Get in there. He says, anytime, mate. Keep it up. Thank you so much. Let's get some watermelon sugar highs in there for Anthony, mate. Get in. Thank you so much. Eagerly awaiting for the match against Newcastle, says Nishal Shrestha. So, yes, absolutely. Ronaldo should come in a helicopter and land it on Old Trafford pitch at the Newcastle game. That'd be sweet. Thank you, Anthony White, man. You're an absolute star for that one. Kayam says, Ronaldo met Fletcher at the airport. He's going to a charity event today, yet Ronaldo has to isolate. It makes no sense, does it really, boss? I agree. Does he actually have to isolate, though? Like we just talked about that article a moment ago. Maybe there's a level of... because Portugal's on the amber list here. They're not on the red list, so... This is what we're discussing. Like, I don't really know if he has to, if it's just a precaution, basically. Like, they're just doing it because... Just because, you know, it's Ronaldo who wants to be seen doing the right thing and setting the right example. And, you know, but I don't actually know if there's an absolute necessity. We do understand there was some sort of dispensation asked from the government, though, and they didn't allow it. So maybe that's not the case. Maybe there is a legit 5-day quarantine that is mandatory. Thank you for subscribing, Lewis Barton. I really appreciate you for hitting that subscribe button, Mr. Barton. Get in there. Old Trafford next game will explode, says Matthias Emmanuel. When Ronaldo comes out, whether he's lining up in the team, where he's coming out the tunnel, certainly when they're doing the line-up and they say his name over the PA system and all that, it's going to go absolutely mad. It's just going to go absolutely insanely mad. So, yeah, give us a big boost. Vincent Billy says, what did you get for your birthday, Pig? Did you get the shirt? Do you know what? I didn't, because the missus had to change it, because basically she ordered a shirt with no thing on it, and then this was before Ronaldo signed, and then obviously she's like cancelled it and or changed it to have Ronaldo on it, basically, which is cool, which I prefer. But I've just got to wait another day or two, or however long it's going to be. So, yes, there will be a stream tonight, Dan McGill, absolutely. Also, really cool, guys. She basically, check this out. I don't know if you guys remember me talking about on stream, but she also got me a Sega Saturn, right? Sega Saturn. I had it as a kid, a console as a kid. I don't remember what I ended up doing with my Sega Saturn. I probably sold it at some point or just chucked it away. I can't really remember what happened. It was a long time ago. She got me a Sega Saturn, guys. Fucking Sega Saturn. Get in there, my son. And also, Sega Rally Championship, old school, mate, for the Sega Saturn. Manx TT Superbike, some of these classics that I've mentioned over the years that I used to play on the Sega Saturn. And Olympic Soccer as well. Who remembers this? Anybody remember Olympic Soccer? I used to play the shit out of this game, guys, back in the day. Absolutely played the shit out of it. She got me those few games and the Sega Saturn, guys. I'm fucking absolutely over the moon with that. Wiggy says, that's class. Yes, Matthias Emmanuel says, my God, fire. I know, it's very good, to be honest. You got a cheeky cigarette, says Dan McGill. She definitely gets a lot of points there. Gordianus says, Mr. Pig, see this. Cristiano Ronaldo Jr. stats at Juventus games. 23 goals, 58 assists, 18. I mean, it's just ridiculous, to be fair. He's probably going to be, you know, well, I doubt he'll ever get to be as good as his dad, because who will be? But he'll probably be a great player too. It's in the genes, isn't it? It's in the family. It runs in the family. Very boring day, no football league. Exactly, iPhone Kadina. Yeah, international break sucks balls. Nishal Shrestha, imagine Ronnie scoring a hat-trick against Newcastle. Social media will blow out from it. I had one as well. I traded it for a PlayStation, says VK Dean. Yeah, I think I might have done something like that, actually, because I think I had the Sega Saturn. And it is actually, in my opinion, just as good as the PlayStation. It's exactly the same sort of thing. It was a 32-bit console, wasn't it? It's a lot of the same games on it, kind of like Xbox and PlayStation now. But I don't know, it just sort of shat the bed, Sega, in the end. It didn't really have a long run. And everybody just had the PlayStation. People didn't buy the Saturn. They had to play. All my mates had the PlayStation. They didn't have a Saturn. So I ended up just getting one of those as well. Sega Mega Drive all the way. Get in, Anthony White. Mrs. P is the best. I get Jack for my birthday, says Chihuahua Man. Well, you know. She is pretty awesome, to be fair, like with stuff like this. Obviously, getting that, like, she's definitely, you know, she definitely thought about this one very well. My God, yes, indeed. Anyway, marry her, says Kayam. Sega Mega Drive all the way. Rui Avalar, how you doing today, buddy? Says Douglas Costa, that played with him in Juventus, said after he arrived, every player looked at him and thought they weren't in shape, and that he made the team drop at least 4% body fat just by example. Wow, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all, Rui Avalar, yeah. Can you play them on your gaming channel, says Rushman? I think I can. Yeah, I think I could. I don't know, actually. It depends on, like, the type of receiver that goes in. Probably you can, though, Rushy. I think so. I'm going to probably capture the footage from the Saturn, yeah. So even Bruno has to isolate. Propose on stream, says Tamigo. Shut it. Sabine Megar says, what's your best formation to play on Saturday? Okay, so I do think I think he will go with the 4-2-3-1. I think he'll go with Ronaldo up top. And I think he'll go with probably, I mean, it depends if Sancho's fit or not, really, because Sancho has got a knock with England. He'll probably go with Greenwood on the right, though, and I would imagine maybe Sancho or Martial on the left, but if Sancho is not fit, then I'd say Martial on the left. With Bruno in behind, the striker, of course, and then he'll probably go with the two central defensive midfielders of... Oh, tough, isn't it? Pogba and Matic, I could see playing in that game. Maybe Donny and Matic. I doubt it, though. Nah, how's Donny getting the team? Yeah, it has a cartridge slot as well as CDs. Absolutely, VKD. Indeed, sir. Do you think Messi will win the league? I do. I do think Messi will win the league in France. It's a fucking farmers league, guys. He's literally coming up against people with pitchforks in their hand with a little bit of grass hanging out of their mouth, chewing on blades of grass every single week. It's a fucking farmers league, guys. You know, some of the stands of the stadiums, right? You've got, you know, like you have different stands around the stadiums in the UK, and like in Portugal, there's a stadium SC Braga has where it's called the Quarry, where one of the sides of the stadium is just a cliff. Well, over there, they've just got like different side of the stadium. They've just got like basically fucking fields with like massive fucking hay bales and stuff in there. And there's no fans or anything. It's just fucking farms. They're literally playing farms in France, guys. It's a fucking farmers league, guys, in case you don't know. No, I'm just joking, obviously, but I'm just kidding. But it is a farmers league, right? And Messi's definitely going to win it. If Pochettino and Messi don't win it, they're absolute awful. Pochettino needs bloody shooting if they can't win the league with that team. Messi, Mbappe, Neymar, all the rest of them. Di Maria can't even get to the fucking team, I bet. You know, I mean, Di Maria has scored already this season for them, fair play. But he probably, how's he going to get into that team, really, when everyone's fit? I don't know. They've got a lot of depth and quality there. Yeah, they've got to win League One. And they've got to win the French Cup. And they've got to get to the latter stages, at the very least, of the Champions League. Otherwise, somebody's getting sacked in the morning, mate, I tell you. It's a lot of pressure. 664 votes on the poll, everyone. Nice one. Can United win the title? 84% say yes. Love to see it, don't you get it? 007 with a 10 Aussie dollar super chat. G'day from down under, 007, you absolute legend. Thank you so much. No message to go with it, but just pure love there, man. Dude, 007, thank you so much. I really appreciate that one. Can we get some big old love hearts and watermelon sugars in there, please? Thank you, 007, you legend. Oh, sorry, that's the Saint. Anyway, Little Big Man League One is a one-team league joke. Yeah, you're right, Little Big Man. It is a one-team league. It's a shambles. Lille have a different opinion. Well, that's a good point, actually, because Lille did win it last season. But that's a fair point. You would expect PSG to smash them up. Ooh, tractor. That's right, Dan McGill. Lille, hold my beer. That's right. I can't read and I can't write, but that don't really matter, because my name's Leo Messi, and I can drive a tractor in France. That's right. Ooh, What is Ronaldo's shirt sale? Debster, it's understood to be about £35 million or $60 million or somewhere in that region at this moment in time. That's takings, essentially. So not net. I think Manchester United's net is 7% of that. Oui, comme ci, comme ça, sacre bleu, tractor, hey bell. Fair play, Dan McGill, there you go. Comme ci, comme ça. Je voudrais en anglais au chocolat, s'il vous plaît. Je voudrais le ballon d'or in la Farmers League, s'il vous plaît. Yeah, I watched incredible highlights of Prime Rooney and Prime Ronaldo. In another 10 years, we may see that again in Rooney Jr. and Ronaldo Jr. Yes, Little Bagman, we can all hope, Little Big Man. Those guys were insane. If their kids can reach even, 75% of what their dads did, they will be some of the best players around. Because literally, Rooney was, we forget about Rooney, but, we don't, but for some reason, I don't know. Rooney was one of the best in the world for a long time as well. Like, he deserves to be up there with the greats. People like Ronaldo, people like Messi, maybe not quite up there. Internationally, he scored a lot of goals for England, but in the big tournaments, he only really had one big tournament for England. So he's not really up there with the guys, let's be honest. But definitely in every other aspect, he should be. Like his club contributions to Man United, the titles, the goals, the records. He does deserve it, but because of what... He wasn't the player that, like, Ronaldo was for Portugal, for England, though. That's the difference. I think that's the difference. He sort of bottled it in the major tournaments like England did in general. Nisha says, at the age of 36, Ronnie's returning in the Premier League 1. Many legends were retiring, joining the small league at this age. Red Hicko, it's my rabbit's birthday today. Happy birthday to your rabbit, Red Hicko, mate. Who will be our leading goal scorer this season, says Stefan Showers? It's got to be Cristiano. He'll be taking most of the penalties, I think, if not all. He'll be the main focal point of our attack. Fox in the box as well, scoring goals. We'll be feeding him with passes galore. The emphasis will be on getting the ball to Ronaldo in the danger area. So I would expect him to get 25 plus goals for Man United in the league this season. Maybe 45 in all competitions, maybe 40 in all competitions, somewhere around about there. So I think it'll be Cristiano, but it could be, I guess, Bruno Fernandes. You know, he's still a Portuguese Magnifico. Maybe Eddie Cavani keeps Ronaldo out the side with his boss performances. Who knows? VK Dean, what's good? Nah, he can't. Ronaldo's contract probably says he has to play like X amount of games, you know. Kreshnik Kakichi, 2004 was the best and only for Rooney. Yeah, that's right. When he was young, at the Euros in 2004, he absolutely bossed it. You're right. That was his best tournament, sadly. I know. He never performed really properly. Not like he can anyway at the major tournaments. Just kind of like England in general. Nick Hill CR7. So even Bruno has to isolate coming from Portugal, play with Cristiano. See, I don't get it, Nick Hill CR7. That's what I would think, right? Yeah, it seems like maybe that would be the case. But actually, they're on the amber list. And I'm not too sure. Bruno's got his citizenship in the UK. Cristiano Ronaldo's only just coming to the UK. We're not part of the EU anymore. So, look, he's got a permit to be here, basically. I don't really know, is the answer. I don't know what the difference is. Maybe Ronaldo's is self-imposed. I don't really know. Rooney's still the best scorer for United than any United player. Can CR7 match or beat it? Not really, G-Wolf. I don't think so, no. He's too far behind. What's he on now? 120 something? Altogether in all competitions? Nah, he can't catch Rooney's record. He'd have to play until he's 43 or something. Piggy, Ollie or Zidane? It's, well, what for manager? For Man United, it's got to be Ollie. But for who's won stuff as a manager and a player, it's got to be Zidane. He has won bloody 3 Champions Leagues and 4 Champions Leagues in a row, whatever it was. Was it 3 or 4? I mean, either way, it's fucking mad. Mason is in the squad. He's under 21 and homegrown. VKD, Night, Mr. P and Mrs. P Bandicoot. I better get some stuff done. I'll catch you guys. Hey, thank you so much, VKD, and have a great sleep, buddy. See you on the next one. Thank you so much for that. Brexit, says Dan McGill. Can't wait to wear the new CR7. Just ordered it, says Dave the Gamer. Beautiful stuff. Rushmano says we're at 198 likes. Nice one, guys. Smash the like. We're nearly at 200. Let's be having you. Where are you? Vincent Bullock. Pig, I've not seen Messi's harvester around. Had the Scousers nicked it? Mate, you've scratched me fucking combine harvester, mate. I don't think so. Rui Avalar. Hey guys, I'm going to wrap this video up there then, but that's basically the latest updates, the latest news in regards to Ronaldo's shirt deals, the shirt sales, and the current situation at the club with quarantine, isolation, all that sort of stuff. The timeline of when he's expected to be back, just to clarify, around about the 9th. He arrived from Faro, Portugal at 5:40 p.m. If there is a 5-day quarantine, then, you know, he's probably going to be available to train with United on the 9th of September. So keep a lookout. We'll bring you all the latest news on the channel in regards to United whenever there is breaking news. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you've clicked that little Luis Suarez bell end button there. Click the little bell icon and to be notified when we post and go live. That'll give you a notification once you've clicked that. So click that. That's important. Also, make sure you check out the website. Links in the description. Or you can go to unitedflyinghigh.com, unitedflyinghigh.com. Follow us on social media at Flying Pig United on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And do come back after this video is finished. Get your thoughts and opinions in about anything we've discussed in the video. Get in there, Thomas Dunn, Little Big Man, Vincent Bullock, Dave the Gamer, Mrs. P, Rushmano, Matin, Vutinator, Rui Avalar, and everybody else. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is The Pig. I'll catch you later. Come back after this video is finished. Get your thoughts and opinions in the not live comments section. And I'll be back later on tonight with some more United news, potentially, if as and when there is more breaking stuff. And I'll also be on tonight for the FIFA stream around about 11 p.m, guys. So get involved. Thank you, Hoodstar, Dan McGill, Rushmano, Vuti, Anthony White. Thank you so much for becoming a patron today as well, Anthony White. G-Wolf United, you're absolute legend as well. Guys, see you later. Have a great day. Catch you later. Take it easy. This is The Pig. And come on, United. Wins the Seagulls. Follows the Tola. As this is because they think sardines. will be thrown into the Sue! So, get in there, lads and lasses. Have a great day. Smash a like, subscribe, all that stuff. This is for the Patreons and the Bacon Brigade members of the channel. Shout out all the members of the channel and everybody else. Have a wicked day. See you soon. This is the Pig. I'm out.